says I'm live. So now I should be able to see. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I should be able to see. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we say go, we mean go. When we say go, we mean go. Looking good. When we say go, we mean go. Looking good. When we say go, we mean go. Looking good. What are y'all talking about, man? What are y'all talking about, man? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are y'all talking about, man? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You look good. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You look good. Those settings look good. It don't seem like there's a reason why I need to change them. Can I change this to, I don't think I can. Yeah, I could change that to. Okay, hold on, let me see. This. It gives me love, oh, love, and I ever seen, yeah. All I got, all I got in this world. God in this world. God sugar. God in this world. Baby. Check, 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 check. Okay. Check, check, check. Should be see what? It's it. Man, it's that TikTok that's got it glitching like that. It's that TikTok. All right. We're going to go live on YouTube. Oh, it's already live. Oh, we just got to edit. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. You already know who it is. I just want to jump on here real quick. Give it a little test. You know, let's go. All right, we should be live on YouTube. We should be live on TikTok. We should be live everywhere now. Let's see. Yo, let's go. Let's go. Yo, what up? We here. Yeah, we here. Yo, you already know what to do. If you streaming live right now, hit that city and state in the chat. Let me know where you're streaming from so I can shout you out. We live on our platforms, okay? So make sure y'all tune it in. If you from that YT, go ahead and drop some love in the chat. If you on that TikTok, go ahead and drop some love in the chat. What's up, Dominique? What's up, Fave Grace? Yeah. What up? We here. I just wanted to test some stuff out. We here. How y'all feeling this lovely afternoon? Are you cold? Are you warm? Let me put my glasses on. It's me, what's up? Did you see this? It's me. Did you see this, Melanin Queen? Did y'all see this? She is correct. It's me. It's me came in blazing. It's me came in blazing. What's up, Miss Brown? What's up, Ray Murphy? So tell me what y'all think about this. So recently, actually, I think this is like today. I think this happened. Maybe it's me. Was it today or was it yesterday? What's up, Dr. Paula? What is up? Let me see. What's up, Busy B? Hey, look, if you join in the chat right now, here's what I need you to do. Drop your city and state in the chat so I can shout you out. Where you streaming in from? Let me know. This is yesterday. Okay. What's up, Busy B? What's up, Lady Love? What's up, Sparkle? AZ, let's go. City and state, dropping in the chat. Sparkle from NYC. She right, but I hate being told what to do. So there's that internal conflict there. Trust me, I get it. PG County, Maryland, let's go. Ooh, we got Dallas, Texas in the house. Let's go, Dallas. Let's go, Columbia, South Carolina. Look, I'm from Houston, Texas, so I like to know that I got another Texan in the house. Let's get it. All right, so tell me what y'all think about this. I'm about to read this, and I want y'all to go off in the chat and let me know, is she right? Is she wrong? Was the approach wrong? Blase, blase. So recently, this tweet, or I don't know if it was a tweet. I don't know if it's a Facebook post. I don't know what this is. But this has been going viral. Thanks for the follow, Trav. This has been going viral since yesterday, and basically, this guy put out a tweet. And as you can see, the tweet says, let me just say he put out a post because I don't know if it's a tweet or not. Thank you. What's up, Soul Star? What's up, OG? Tell me where y'all live streaming from. Bay Area. Yay, area. What's up, Soul Star? What's up, Peace? What's up, Ariel? Oh, it's Facebook. Okay, so this went viral on Facebook. She set the standard. He's been put on notice, and I think it's fabulous. Okay, so you guys, tell me what you think. This went viral on Facebook. This guy said, I've been dating this girl for 3 years. I've been dating this girl for 3 years. Guess what she just told me, y'all? She just told me that I have 6 months. Uh-oh. She just told me that I have 6 months to propose, or she's gonna be getting back to these dating streets. What y'all think? He says, yo, I want to marry her, but now I feel forced. I don't know how to feel about this. How would you feel about this if you was in this situation? What if you was dating someone and they put you on a timeline? Either we do this or we do that. Let me know in the chat. Miss Brown says, I think I would have waited, and if 6 months nothing, then let them know why I don't think. Let's see. Let me move this chat up a little bit. Why I don't think it will work. I feel you. Patty says, should not have taken 3 years. Patty, I kind of agree with that, but I'm not going to give my take just yet. How y'all feel about this? She's basically putting this man on a timeline after 3 years of dating him, and she said, look, propose to me in 6 months or else. Propose to me in 6 months or else. Naj just says, good for her. Dating someone for 3 years is crazy and dragging it. She should leave. Queen says, nothing in the streets, but I wouldn't want here, dang, ring. I feel that. I kind of feel that. It's like, take this ring. But here's the thing. Is it a here, dang ring if he said he really want to marry her anyway? So it sounds like he had intention. I said the same thing. We either get engaged or we break up. I'm 42. He's 48. It's time. I would have never said anything. If he wanted to, he would have. Uh-oh. Dating is not supposed to take that long. Jennifer, I feel you. The count says depends on her age. It's hard for older women to date. We were just talking about this yesterday, guys. Jennifer says dating equals single until you get the ring. Dang. Now, Jennifer, hold on now. Hold on. So you telling me you're exclusively dating somebody, and you're telling me that even if you guys are exclusive, you monogamous, you ain't got the ring yet, you're still single? Hold on, wait a minute. You know what? We need to investigate. Ariel says Jennifer is right. Tiara says it doesn't take 3 years to decide if you want to get married. She should have led with what she wanted at the beginning. Who's to say she didn't? Maybe she did lead, Ariel. But dating equals single until you get the ring. That means you can play games. That means you can see other people. That means that basically, if you're talking to this person and you're exclusive with this person, basically you saying, hey, you don't have to be exclusive with me because until we married, I'm not going to be faithful. Is that what you're saying?
Congratulations.
I need to.
You played yourself.
I need to know. Yes, because he said, but she should have led with that. Okay, Jennifer is right. Not single, but not off the market. So what do you mean by that, though? We need details, it's me. So you're not you're not single, right? But not off the market, okay? So you're saying that basically if you guys both agree that you're in a monogamous relationship, you're not gonna play the field, you're not gonna keep your options open, you're not gonna have a roster. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? Because when I think about, hey, if we not married, then I'm technically single. I think that I could date who I want, as however many people as I want, as long as we have an understanding, as long as I ain't out here playing games. So I'm just trying to figure out if that's what you mean, is me. If a man takes 3 years, I would have been broke up with him, because what are we doing for 3 whole years? Means that if he ain't serious, I can bounce and he can watch me walk away. Okay, so here's what I think. There are a few things that we talked about yesterday on stream. One of those things is, as you get older, this is why I advise people, like, when you're really young, you have more, they talk about the dating market, but you have kind of more options because you're not as rooted in your belief system and philosophies. There's a lot more flexibility when you dating when you're young versus when you dating when you get older, right? As you get older, tell me if I'm lying. As you get older, dating gets harder because people become more rooted in their belief systems as they get older. Communication matters, though. In my culture, your parents could easily arrange a marriage for you in 6 months, change your partner. Oh, snap. Thank you for the love, Patty. I appreciate that. Patty says true. Yeah, it's harder to date. I'm 29. Look, once you get into your 30s, especially your 40s, I'm just telling y'all, I don't know if y'all feel the same way. You can let me know in the chat, but I'm not doing boyfriend. I'm not introducing you as boyfriend and girlfriend in my 30s. I'm just doing away with those labels. Tell me if I'm tripping. We not doing boyfriend and girlfriend in our 30s. Like, we did that in our 20s, in our teens. This is my boyfriend. Nah. We not doing boyfriend and girlfriend in your 30s. We not doing boyfriend and girlfriend in your 40s. We not. You feel me? So look, as you get older, typically it gets harder in these dating streets. It don't get easier because people get more rooted in their belief system. And as you get older, I'm not even talking about the plexual marketplace, because you hear this all over social media, especially from the red pill community, right? Be like, oh man, your plexual marketplace and your value in the marketplace isn't the same as you get older. Scratch all of that. I ain't talking about all of that. What I'm talking about specifically is people go through things in their life. They maybe go through bad situations and they try to learn from those situations and they start to protect themselves and they just start not taking as much stuff as they used to. And as they get older, they become more and more rooted in what they believe. So guess what? It gets harder. It gets harder. Facts. Time is precious commodity. Don't waste it on the wrong person. You'll only have yourself to blame. Ariel, nah, this is my special friend. I don't like titles. This is my so when you go to Thanksgiving, you gonna introduce him as your special friend? Step up or step aside. Step up or step aside. That's what Isme says. Okay. Tiara says, easy for me, but the pool is smaller for sure. The pool is small, and it's only gonna get smaller. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, y'all, but the pool is only gonna get smaller when you get older. Now, if you add things like kids into the equation, the pool gets even more smaller. Look, I have nothing. Look, you got dudes on here, man, they be on social media, they be like, don't date single moms, don't date single moms. Man, I'm married to somebody who was a single mom. I'm married to somebody who was a single mom. I'm not talking about that stuff, because to me, that stuff is like, man, that's your preference. You know, I don't find anything wrong with it. Me, myself, I had a son before I got married. I'd kind of rather be with somebody, right, who has kids, because they have a different level of understanding. I'm just saying. That's just me, though. You know, I'm not putting that on everybody, okay? Okay? So, this guy has been given an ultimatum, right? Tiara, I totally get that. If I don't have kids, I'm not dating someone with kids. God has lifted that grace from me. Hey, I'm not mad at it. That's all preference. Here's the only thing that I say when it comes to our preferences. Sometimes our preferences be overriding our principles. Y'all feel what I'm saying when I say that? Sometimes we out here purely dating on preferences instead of principles, and we're overlook the person that God have for us because they don't meet our preferences, even though they meet our principles. I'ma just leave that right there. So this guy, right, he writes this post. I've been dating this girl for 3 years. She just told me that I have 6 months to propose to her, or else she getting back into these streets. Wait a minute. Look, I'm going to tell you this. And I was talking about this on Friday when it comes to men in relationships. Fellas, if you're going to date, it doesn't matter. One of the most qualities, the highest qualities that a woman looks for in her man is a man with vision. A man who can anticipate the future. A man who's prepared, who plans, right? And dating somebody for 3 years, right? To me, shows me that you probably don't have a plan for the future, my guy. Because if you ask men, if there are any men in the chat, let me know. Type 1 if you agree with this. Most men will tell you, we know from the moment we look at a woman, it don't take us long if she wifey material or not. We know if we gonna wife that woman or not. I'm telling you, it don't take 3 years for us to figure this out. Likely, here's what's happening with Jalen, right? Dudes prolong getting married because of one or two things, right? You either not the one and they comfortable, because a dude like this will not marry you in 3 years. Y'all break up and then he be whole married in 6 months. Tell me I'm lying. Ariel said, I feel like both be wasting each other time. If he wanted to marry her, he bringing her, her bringing up wouldn't bother him. Facts. I feel that. Facts. Look, here's the thing. Dudes will prolong marriage one or two things. Finances. They'll be like, hey, I want to get my finances together. My finances ain't where they want to be, and etc. And that's just an illusion. A lot of times, it ain't got nothing to do with finances. Let me tell you. Dudes use that as a cover-up. And I'm not trying to throw dudes under the table because I'm an advocate for men, but I also challenge men. Look, you need to have a plan, my brother. You need to have a plan. Okay? But dudes will say, hey, I'm not getting married right now. It's not on the cards for me because I'm trying to elevate in my career. I'm trying to elevate in my life. I'm trying to elevate in this and that and this and that. Okay, well, my thing is, be single then. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you trying to elevate, thank you for the follow, Fancy. If you trying to elevate, I get it. Well, you should be single and prioritize you elevating your personal life and your personal development before you bring somebody in and have this person as a space filler. That's right, Megan. Be single. Like, if you want to climb the corporate ladder, build your business, and you know you don't want to get married right now, that's not on the cards for you, then guess what? You should just be single. Be single and go for it, my brother. But when you start dating someone, we should be dating honestly with the intent to marry as men. We should be dating with the intent to marry as men, which means that our intention, we have some type of plan, right? Like, if we have a plan, we don't even entertain certain women because they don't qualify. This is why I speak to men having vision. Men, you gotta have vision. Because if you have vision, you would not even waste a woman's time nor your time if she don't qualify. Qualify for what? Qualify to be your wifey. If she don't qualify to be wifey, ain't dating her. And what this post tells me, it tells me that Jalen really knew in the back of his mind she didn't qualify, but he was comfortable. Cause look, if we talk about actually getting married, like for real, it costs $72 to get married. That's in Houston, that's in Texas. When you start dating, you should be seeing if it's worth marrying. Facts, sweetie. You should be dating to see if it's, like when we talk about, right, like getting married, it's not expensive to get married. Like it costs $72. No, what get expensive is the wedding. People be spending $30,000 on a wedding and be divorced in a year. Going in debt trying to pay for a wedding. Like, so what I like to tell men is, no, you really need to evaluate, what do you want in a woman? Do you know? Because a lot of men, I was just having this conversation with my homie the other day. I said, man, a lot of men haven't sat down and really thought deeply about what it is that they want in a wife. So here's what men do. The question is, will she stay after the 6-month deadline she gave him? Probably not, Megan.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Probably not. Probably not. I don't think she does. Because I don't believe that this is the first time that they had this conversation. I believe that they've had this conversation, but she probably hasn't ever given him an ultimatum, but she probably has expressed, right, what she wants the future to look like for her. Right? I don't think this is the first time she said, I want to be married. Where are we going? Where's the relationship going? I don't think this is the first time they had this conversation. Right? Now, this may be the first time that she's giving him the ultimatum, but this is why I think that she probably stayed, honestly. This is why I think that. She was there for 3 years already. 6 months later, she'll still be there. Facts, Ariel. They probably was living together already too. Man, do not live with the person before you get married. I'm telling y'all, don't live with, especially if you're a man and you haven't stewarded your own, you haven't had your own apartment, paid your own bills. The worst thing you can do with your life and in your leadership is move in with a woman. That's the worst thing you can do as a man who has not managed his own responsibilities well. The worst thing, you're literally crippling yourself. I'm talking to him, Tamika. I'm talking. Like, you're literally crippling yourself, bro, if you move in with a woman before you've managed your responsibilities, you've paid your own bills, you've cooked for yourself, because there are certain leadership skills that you only learn when you're single as a man. There are certain leadership skills that you only learn. So here's what happened. If you do fast forward the process and you move in with a woman before you have taken care of yourself, your woman becomes your mama. She the one paying the bill. She the one managing the finances in the account. She the one got all the login information and stuff like that. And here's what's going to happen, fellas. You move in with her, as fast as you move in, once she get tired of you, she going to kick you out. Tell me I'm lying. She going to kick you out, my brother. So don't move in with her. I told him I didn't need a ring. We can go to City Hall. He said he wouldn't feel like a man without one. To me, a guy saying he wouldn't feel like a man without the ring is just procrastination. It's just procrastination. It's just procrastination, because a lot of men are out here and they feel like they got to be perfect for marriage. There are some qualities that you do need to learn before you get married, but this is an illusion that you believe you got to be perfect before you get married. You got to start somewhere. You do, Ariel. You got to start somewhere. Like, and you're procrastinating when you're saying, I don't have the finances. I feel like I'm not a man without. You know what? I'm going to be real with y'all, right? When I first was engaged, I was young. I got young. The engagement didn't last, but I was young. I ain't had no money like that. I ain't had no money like that. You know what I'm saying? I was working the job. I was in a warehouse, driving forklifts. You know what I'm saying? Probably making like $600 a week or something like that. You know what I did? There's this mall in Houston, Texas called Greenspoint Mall. It is now shut down. It is the hood mall. And y'all know, if you got a hood mall, what do they have in those malls? In every hood mall, they have a couple jewelers. Couple jewelers. Exactly. I knew what I wanted. They had a couple jewelers. Okay? You go to one of them jewelers, say, I'm looking for an engagement ring. They're going to try to hit you with the high price. And then you're going to talk them down to about $250. You're going to talk them down to about $250. You know what I'm saying? So there's no reason for you to procrastinate just because you don't have the ring. No, the real truth is you don't feel like this is the one, or you just don't want to be married right now. Amen. It's from the heart, and having a plan is everything. Have some vision so she can help you. Exactly. So here's where I'm at with this. I'm like, man, if you've been dating this girl for 3 years, what that shows me is a man who lacks vision. See, men will have vision in a career, but they won't have vision for their romantic situations. You have vision for your career because all of your life you've been told to protect and provide. Protect and provide. Go out there, get the bag. So you got a vision for your career, but you ain't got a vision for your marriage. You ain't got a vision for your relationship. And you think you can ignore your relationship while chasing your career. Now, you need a vision for your career as well as a vision for your relationship. And what this sounds like to me is this guy doesn't have a vision. Let me tell you what having a vision looks like. Having a vision looks like you will inform her of where you are. You will be completely authentic and truthful. That's one. And then you will say, hey, here's my vision for us getting married in the next 2 to 3 years. Here's my vision, right? So this way, when you communicate this, you can now hold yourself accountable to the words that came out of your mouth. See, some dudes don't be wanting to say it because they don't want to hold themselves accountable to what they say. Okay? So it's like, here's my vision, sweetie, for the next 2 to 3 years in our relationship. I don't see myself getting married in a year, but also I'm not going to sit here and waste your time, and I'm not going to sit here and waste my time. You know, I know that you are the woman that I want to be with. I know that you are the woman that I want to spend the rest of my life with. I know that you are the woman that I want to marry, okay? Case in point, here's where I am currently. I'm talking about if you guys are really serious, okay? If you don't know if this is a woman you want to be with, then this ain't the conversation that you need to be having with her. But if you know that this is the woman you want to be with, then it's like, hey, so I want to inform you so you don't feel like we just playing house. So you don't feel like we just in a relationship that's not going nowhere. So I know we've been together for about 6 months, 8 months. Trust me, by that time, 6 to 8 months, most men know if they want to marry you or not. You could take it from the horse's mouth. I'm around plenty of men who they knew, they knew either immediately in 3 months, 6 months. Hey, it didn't take 3 years, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, okay? So you're going to have a conversation. You're going to sit her down. I would say at the 6, 8 month mark. If you don't have a plan at the 6 and 8 month mark, then my brother, you are lacking on your vision. So at the 6 or 8 month mark, you should be sitting her down and being like, hey, I want to have a conversation about our future. Ladies, you got to go crazy in the chat. Now, type 1, if you wish your man would hit you up in the 6 or 8 month mark, right? And be like, hey, baby, I want to sit down and talk to you about our future. See, this is real leadership. This is real leadership. A man who knows where he's going. A man who's confident that he's sure with who we want to be with. A man who sat down and actually thought about a plan, and you wondering why your woman questioning everything that you do, why she always complaining, because you haven't sat down and you haven't unfolded and communicated the plan. Okay? A lot of men aren't forward thinking. Facts, sweet tree. No nonsense. Bap, bap. That takes a man. It's a limited supply right now. So you sit her down. You say, hey, I want to have a conversation with you about our future. Okay? Okay? So you express to her, if you know that this is the one, that I do want to marry you. As a matter of fact, I do, and my intentions is to marry you. Here's the reason. Like, if you're going to be honest, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, Jennifer. Here's the thing. Like, once you communicate that, if it's been of extremely long time, let's say it's been a year or two and you haven't had this conversation, then you also need to communicate, why have you not had this conversation up until now? Why haven't you had this conversation up until now? What that looks like is, hey, I know we've been together for a year and a half. I know we haven't had the marriage conversation. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I haven't had the marriage conversation is honestly because I didn't know if I wanted to marry you yet. I knew that there was strong possibility, but this requires honesty. Or I was trying to get my finances together and things together before I put a ring on your finger, because I want to be careful about the decision, the financial decision that we're making. You know what I'm saying? So because of those things, I hadn't had the conversation yet. But here's my intention now. That's if you a year and a half. If you 6 to 8 months, sit her down, you be like, baby, I want to have a conversation with you about our future and our relationship. And here's my plan. Here's my plan. Okay? Now, I haven't always got it right in this area, y'all. I haven't. Took some time, took some personal development, took some mentors, took God. Okay? Okay? You sit her down and you be like, hey, so here's the plan. I want to marry you. I think that can happen in the next 1 to 2 years. Here's where I am financially. I want to save for the wedding. I want to spend, I don't know if your father's in your life, and I don't know if your father is going to, pay for the wedding, so you guys can have that conversation. But just in case he's not, I want to save for the wedding and things like that. And I also want to save for our house. You know what I'm saying? And so we could be actually talking about how to get there together. But this is only when you know I am for sure marrying you, hands down. To be honest, I have those questions within the first few dates. What do you want? Now, Tiara, you need to stop. See, some of y'all be moving too fast. Some of y'all be moving too fast. You done planned the whole wedding in your mind. You got the family pictures in your mind. You got the pregnancy picture in your mind, right? On the first day, y'all ain't even made it there yet.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Sophie Asker. I appreciate the love. Thanks for the roses. You got all of this stuff planned in your mind, and y'all ain't even made it there yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, that be the detriment to some women out here. It's what's happening up here before you listen to what he's saying out of here. There's two things you gotta watch. You gotta get out of your head, get out of this dream life that you want with this guy, right? Look at what he's saying, but then, more importantly, look at what he doing. I ask questions, but not outright. LOL. I need to see what you got going on. I feel you. What do you guys, type in the chat, what do you guys feel like are appropriate first date questions? What do you guys feel like are appropriate first date questions? Sweet T says, I be having to slow my mind down. For real. Look, y'all be whole in love. My man. Clock that. And y'all done been on 2 days. Yeah, I am blessed. Our brains are different. It's nonstop downloading racing thoughts. Javi says, jumping the gun will leave you disappointed, especially if you don't know that person. For real. Facts. Y'all got to give it some time. Y'all got to give it some time. You done already picked out your wedding dress, and he just got your number at the gas station a few hours earlier. Y'all got to give it some time, okay? Look, slow down. Slow down, get to know the person, right? Because people can put on, this is what I'm saying. Like, people can show you the fake them, but the fake them is only gonna last, but so long, because they can't sustain it. It's gonna take some time, but you'll start to see those little red flags creeping up. I'm about to have my 1-year anniversary soon. Congrats, Javi. Were they asking those questions in their 20s? Probably not. In your 20s, you don't ask a lot of questions. So look, y'all put in the chat right now. What do you guys think are appropriate first date questions? I need you to go crazy in the chat right now. Go crazy in the chat right now. What are some appropriate first date questions? Go crazy in the chat right now. Go crazy. Make sure y'all like this. If y'all feeling this stream, make sure you like it. I see we had 35 likes. Let's get to 10,000 likes. Tap that screen, tap that screen, tap that screen. Okay? Yo, this comment is hilarious. Thank you. I'm 23 and happy. I love that, Javi. Sweet T says, 20s dating and 30s dating is different. It's different. It's different. See, the thing that I didn't know in my 20s, I now know in my 30s. Rules that I didn't have in my 20s, I now have in my 30s. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, so here we got some questions. Glazed Donut says, are you married? Now look, I don't know if are you married is an appropriate first date question. Here's the reason why I say that. Because if that person is married, they're not gonna say yes. They not gonna say, yes, I am married. They not gonna say that because it's gonna ruin the date. You're gonna get up and you're gonna walk away. They gonna lie anyway, okay? Now, if you wanna ask that, be my guest. Right? But if they married, they're not going to tell you the truth. What are your long-term goals? I think that's a great first date question. Like, I think a better first date question instead of, are you married, is, how do you feel about marriage? How do you feel about marriage? I think that's an appropriate question, right? Because you're not making them feel bad if they say, I don't see myself getting married. You know what I'm saying? But you also get the insight to know if this is a person I get to take seriously. What are your long-term goals? That's a good question. What's your relationship like with your mom and dad? Ooh, that's a good question. Also, too, right? Is your dad and your mom, are they still together? Now, I'm not saying that's a make or break. But it's a good question to ask. Are your mom and dad still together? What's your relationship with your mom and dad? That's a good question. Yep, I asked question to get them fakers out of there quick. Do you have any kids? Big, that's a great question. Do you have any kids? A lot of times for people, kids is a make or break for them. So I think that's a question that's appropriate, right? Do you have any kids? That's a valid question. Ariel, where you see yourself in 5 years? Now look, here's the thing about first dates, right? They're nuanced. Y'all can't be asking these questions like the person on the receiving end of these questions is at a job interview. Wait a minute. You asking these questions like they on the other end of the table of Law and Order. Where were you on the night? Y'all can't be asking questions like that, man. Some of y'all be out here asking questions and you feel like you getting interrogated. For real. Not the great says it's true. is true. If they still together, it shows structure. If they're not together, facts. If your parents are still together, here's why I say that's a good question, because if they're still together, that means that you've come from a home where you've gotten to see both male and female roles and how they coexist. Because whether you know it or not, how you were raised and the environment that you were raised in is going to affect your relationship. I don't really ask a set of questions. I listen to people talk and pivot from there. I feel you. After you ask the question, you can maybe see their answer with their body language. True. Kids are a predate question, Sweet Tea says. Look, I get that. Here's how I feel, right? Tell me if you guys feel the same. Let me know in the chat. I feel like you guys should be talking on the phone before you even go on a first date. Fellas, I'm telling you, if she talking like, I want to eat at Steak 48 for my first date and stuff like that, good luck. We'll never make it there. We'll never make it there. Talking about I want to be flued out. With good luck. I'm trying to tell you. Look, before you get to a first date, you should be having conversations on the phone. Here's the thing that's wrong with social media, and I see this even in my sons, y'all. They don't know how to have conversations on the phone. Jesus Christ. There are a lot of things you can learn. The only thing you're going to waste is time. That's it. If it don't work out, you lost time. But better that than 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, dating a person, right? And you heard them say something on the phone where you was like, your spotty senses went up. Yeah, like, I gotta agree to some things, Tiara. I gotta agree. I gotta see how you think about some things before we escalate this thing to a first date. Let's go ahead and get them likes up, guys. If you want to support me, you know what you can do. You see the link on the, you see the words on the screen. Also, let's get them likes up. Let's hit that 10,000. Go ahead and tap that screen. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the roses. Look, we need to be talking about this stuff before we even get to the first date. Talking about I'm the table, I want the Birkin bag for the first day is crazy. Javi, it's absolute madness. Absolute madness. Absolute madness. Look, I wanna see if we can cake. Do y'all know? Thanks for the follow, Sweet Tea. I wanna see if we can cake before we get married. Y'all know what caking is? Caking is when you sitting on the phone with them for about 2 to 3 hours and the conversation never get dry. I want to see if we can cake. Do we got real chemistry? You know what I'm saying? I want to see if we can laugh, if we enjoy each other's virtual company. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's not ready, she's not obligated to wait. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, I think the order should be text, call, date. Tell me how y'all feel about this. If you gave a dude your number and y'all both got iPhones and he FaceTimed you, is that a violation? Like, y'all ain't never talk, y'all ain't never text, but he FaceTimed you. Is that a violation? Y'all know he get crazy in these streets. There's certain rules. Right, Tiara yapping. Man, I used to be Betty Crocker back in the day, man. Man, nope, I'm here for it. Tamika says, I'm here for the first day, for the first time you called me FaceTime. Marie says, that's a violation. Yes, that's what me and my wife and I did before we even dated. I was on the phone, but not too long because we had to work. I feel you. Sparkle says, yeah, text, call, date is good. No, I like FaceTime. FaceTime me. Please do, Tiara says. I can't stand FaceTime that soon. Ooh, D, I feel you. Let me know. You gonna FaceTime me so that I can get right, but that's cool. We trying to catch you in your worst conditions. You know, sometimes FaceTime, when you FaceTime somebody, you be doing that. You be trying to catch them off guard. You be trying to catch them in a raw element. I'm trying to catch you in your raw element. No makeup. Nah, don't get yourself together. Don't get yourself together. Look, because I'm going to tell y'all, dudes, we really be like this, and y'all be wondering, why is it that when I get dressed up, dudes don't be approaching me, but when I ain't dressed up, right, when I'm just in a jogger set at my favorite grocery store, dudes be approaching me then? Why is that? Well, that's because we like to see you in your natural state. That's why. That's why we like to see you in your natural state. If you're looking good like this in the store, sheesh, wait till she get dressed up. I swear I look sick without lashes, and here they come. I'm telling you. Because we like, if you looking good like this in a store, no makeup, you just walked in and you got a jogger set on, put your hair back in a ponytail, looking decent, natural. And I'm like, oh man, she look good. In my head, I'm like, woo. Now, if we went out, I know for sure she put that stuff on. Queen says, LOL, the sound effects. After a year of dating, ask about how you will raise your kids, because that's also a deal breaker. Facts. Discipline in a relationship is one of the deal breakers of a relationship. Like, especially if you guys are intermingling. What I mean is, if that person had kids and you have kids and then y'all come together, like, you got to have a disciplined conversation eventually. And also, you need to have a conversation about how you guys want to raise your kids as well. That's a phenomenal conversation to have. Like, dang, you woke up like that, huh? That's what I'm saying. If you wake up and you eating, you just went to the grocery store and you killing it, I'm trying to tell you, we love us some that. Okay? We love us some that. Because we know if you looking this good in your natural state, ain't no telling how you about to look when you get dressed up. Okay? But we need to get back to caking. All right? We do. I need 2 to 4 hours on the phone laughing. Conversation don't get dry. We just having a ball. That's the energy that I need. But back to the subject. Did y'all see this? I've been dating this girl for 3 years. She just told me I have 6 months to propose to her, or she's getting back in these dating streets. Tiara, what you mean? You say I just get approached differently now that I have locks and it's annoying. What do you mean? You get the grand rising, my sister. You get the grand rising. We don't say good morning. We say grand rising. Yeah, Nay, 3 years is mad long, for sure. Elevated awakenings. For sure. I'm trying to tell you, like 3 years is too long. And what this shows me is this man didn't have a plan. Roderick, he know. Grand rising, my sister. I'm telling you, most men, fellas, just type facts in the chat if you agree with this. Most men know we want to marry you like almost immediately, and it don't take us long to know whether you wifey material or not. It don't take us long. Like, this is why some dudes be in a relationship for 3 years. Thank you for the love, Marie. Facts, Roderick say. This is why some dudes, you'll see some dudes in a relationship and they done been with that person for 5 years. They ain't got married yet. They break up with that person, right? They break up with that person, and then eventually, okay? Eventually, hold on, Ramon. Give me a second, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, and then eventually, right? They know they don't want to marry you, or at least they have reservations. Thank you for the love. I appreciate the gifts, Tierra. They know they don't want to marry you, right? And then eventually, 5 years, y'all break up. And then what happened? 6 months later, he done proposed to his new woman on Instagram. Right, Roderick? We knew what we wanted. It just wasn't you. I'm just saying, it do be like that. It do be like that. That's unfortunate. Okay, so I got a guest up on the stage. Please guest before you talk. There are some rules. 1, respect the host. That's 1 rule. 2 is please let's stay on topic. We have random people and they be trolling. They come on here and they take the conversation to left field. Okay, so let me unmute you. I invited you to unmute yourself. Roman, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, I can.
All right, my brother, what's going down? What do you want to contribute to the conversation, my guy?
Commenting on the comment you have there from Jalen Russell. It makes me think of this example. You're hungry. You want to eat. Your wife has cooked a meal, but you're a little preoccupied. Let's say you're playing video games or something like that. Sitting out, time is going by. So she says, if you want to eat, it's going to be out for the next 30 minutes. After that, I got to put it away. You're going to be eating cold food.
Right.
She sets the boundary. So if you want to eat, it is up to you. She is not wrong or forcing you to eat. So it's preposterous for the man to then say, well, I did want to eat, but now I feel forced.
Ooh, that's a bar. Not Roman coming into the room with parables and examples. Keep on cooking, my dude.
She has every right to set that boundary.
She does.
So she said it. It's been 3 years. She said a reasonable boundary. I'll give you 6 months, and then I'm back out on the street if you don't want to lock it down. If he says in the message, he says, I want to get married. So if you want to get married, you be a man and do what you want to do.
That's all I'm saying, Roman. Keep cooking, my brother, because you cooking right now.
That's it. There's something wrong here where something in his manhood is off, where he's not pursuing what he truly wants, because he's saying one thing, but then he's staying in the relationship for 3 years, and now she said, okay, I'm gonna give you 6 more months, and he said, I don't know how I feel about this. Bro, make a decision.
Make a decision, my brother. Ooh, Roman, Roman came in with the food analogy. Like, she cooked dinner, says, hey, if you want to eat, food on the table, you got about 30 minutes. Guess what we gonna do? We gonna get to that table and eat. We gonna get to that table and eat. This shows a man who doesn't have a plan. This is why I say it's important for men to have vision. Like, have you sat with yourself and really asked yourself, what do I seriously want in a wife, and what's preventing me from making that decision? And then how can I get there? Because you not only wasted your time, you wasting her time as well. And if you know that's not what you want to do, then you should let it go. Like, it shouldn't make you feel any type of way at all. Literally zilch if you knew you wanted to marry her in the first place. Talking about now you feeling forced. It's been 3 years. How you feeling forced after 3 years? Y'all, how you feeling forced after 3 years? Look, Roman, you can unmute yourself, my brother, if you got some more feedback. If not, I just want to give you a chance to say something. If not, then I appreciate you coming on board.
No, that's it. Thank you very much. And I appreciate you.
All right, thanks, man. Thanks for the love, Marie. I appreciate you. Look, here's what you guys can do. If you want to support me, you read the screen. Just go do that, okay? Also, Look, let's get these taps up on the screen. We at 6,000 likes. We need to get to 10,000. I know we can do it with the 33 people we have in the room. Let's go. 3 years. Tamika says 3 years. What were you doing, my boy? You feeling forced now after 3 years? Come on, y'all. You feeling forced? It's been 3 years, bro. It's been 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Even when you lease a car, it's for Even when you lease a car, it's for 2 years, and then you gotta either upgrade or get a car back. That's a bar. That's a bar. Javi says, I knew I wanted to marry my wife after 1 year of dating. We are about our 1 year anniversary soon. Let's get it. It's not about time. It's about the person. It's kind of about time too. It's about time in the person, because time is the only thing that we don't get back. If you ask millionaires will tell you, like if you ask them, what do you value more, money or time? Millionaires and people who are very successful will always tell you that they value their time over the money. Why? Because time is the only commodity. Once that second gone, it's gone. You can never get it back. You can never get it back. Couldn't have been me. Tamika laughed to me. Okay, I don't rush it either. I feel you. Tamika, facts. J.E. said, we ain't getting no younger. Girl, we might as well do it. We ain't getting no younger, so we might as well do it. Yeah, see, some of y'all don't know nothing. Let's get married. Yeah, some of y'all don't know that one. Look, there's no way. If you're feeling pressed after 3 years, that shows me how much of a procrastinator you are. Y'all feel me? Like if you feeling pressed, if you feeling some type of way after you have been given 3 years to chart some type of direction for us, right? If you feeling pressed, to me, it sounds good that you said, I'm going to marry her, right? That sounds good. But if you really feeling pressed, I question if that was really your intention in the first place. Look, I'm telling you, Tiara, people do have a problem thinking that there will always be better options. I'm telling you, hop your butt out of that marriage. Hop your butt out of that relationship and get in them dating streets, and you gonna find out. You better not leave that good man or that good woman thinking that there are a whole bunch of viable options, especially if you're in your 30s. Nah, it's more people out there that's either like, hey, I'm never getting married, or they gonna be in a forever situationship. Like marriage is the last thing on their mind as they get older. Trying to tell you. That's why King Gray said, look, ain't nothing out here in these streets. Might as well do it. Let's get married. And son, go both ways. Anyone above the age of 25 dating for 3 years should have a proposal on the way. I agree with that, Jay. If we've been dating for 3 years, I'm just not gonna waste your time like that as a man. I don't know. Maybe other men feel different. 3 years is excessive. I'm not gonna waste your time like that. And not only am I not gonna waste your time, I value my time. I'm not gonna waste my time like that. You feel what I'm saying? I told my woman, marry her, and we wrote our vows on the back of a Popeyes receipt. And there be men out there talking about I ain't got the bread yet, bro. It costs $72 to go get a marriage certificate and get married. Stop it. What I wouldn't advocate for is you get married if you have not managed your own responsibilities. I wouldn't advocate for that, because there's just some leadership skills as a man that you're going to go into your marriage missing. But outside of that, right? You still talking about, I don't know? Look, y'all, this probably gonna make some of y'all women mad when I say this. You still talking about in your 30s? Like, man, I'm just trying to chill and catch a vibe. No, you not in your 30s trying to still chill and catch a vibe. No, you not.
Stand up. Let me know that you know how tonight.
Is a house for love, and I've learned. No, you not in your 30s still trying to catch a vibe, my brother. I heard a guy say that in his 50s, never been married. I'm just trying to chill and catch a vibe. Look, if y'all don't learn anything else, ladies, a dude in his 30s that's trying to kill, just trying to chill and catch a vibe and just see how it goes, that tell you everything that you need to know. That tells you everything you need to know. I'm just trying to chill. I'm just trying to catch a vibe. I ain't really thinking about that right now. See, you need a man who actually thinking about that right now. I don't need no dude that's like, I'm trying to chill, catch a vibe. What? I'm just vibing right now. What? Ninja, what is that? What is just vibing right now? Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? Javi says, shoot, I'm vibing with my wife. That last part is the best part. I'm vibing with my wife. You single? You in your 30s? You in your 40s? Shoot, a man said that in his 50s. You should be ashamed of yourself. Thank you. Thank you. Sharal, I don't know how to say it, but my heart. Look, you should be ashamed of yourself in your 30s, 40s, or 50s. Talking about I'm single, just catching the vibe and seeing how it go. See, some of these dudes be really telling on themselves, but some of these ladies be overlooking it. Like a dude who moves with intention, you're going to know exactly what he wants. You really not even really gonna have to ask the marriage question if he's a serious man when it comes to marriage. You ain't gonna really have to ask that question. Hey, how do you feel about marriage? Hey, do you want to be married? If y'all been caking on the phone for 3 to 4 hours before you got to the first date, trust me, if he's a man that's thinking about marriage, it's come up, son. It's going to come up. It's going to come up. Okay? It's going to come up. Okay? Javi says he just wants your body and mind. Planning a date is bare minimum. If they can't do that in their 30s, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes be telling y'all what their intentions are when they dating. You just gotta listen. You just gotta listen. Like, hey, I'm vibing, I'm chilling. What does that mean, though? I'm vibing, I'm chilling. What that mean? I can tell you what it mean. I got a roster. I got a few, and I'm not trying to settle down no time soon. Dudes will use that line and know that they are there to waste your time. Talk about catching vibes. As if I'm throwing them. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So, this guy right here says, I've been dating this girl for 3 years. 3 years was already red flag. I need to make that a sound. Red flag. Red flag. That was already a red flag. She just told me I have 6 months to propose to her or she's getting back on dating sites. I feel like she just set a boundary. She just set a boundary. She expressed her intentions. I think that most women, especially if you're in long-term situations like this, should set boundaries just like that. You should set a boundary just like that. Hey, I don't really be in relationships long-term without any intention. You know, I want to be married. Thanks for the love. I appreciate the gifts. Thank you, DWME. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should express your intentions as well so that he clearly knows what your intentions are. I say that conversation should be happening, I say, within the first 3 months. That can be, to me, that's a little bit long, but if we just want to give it some time, like, because some people, you probably end up not even liking them in the first 3 weeks. Like, I don't even like you. I thought I liked you. But then I saw you, who you really were, and I realized I don't really like you like that. Okay? But I think for the first 1 to 3 months, that conversation should come up about intention. It should come up about marriage, like my intention for marriage, your intention on wanting to be married and not wasting time. Because trust me, if you in your 30s or 40s, ain't nobody trying to be your forever boyfriend or girlfriend. I'm telling you, if you in your 30s, and 40s, and you coming to the cookout, and you like, hey, this my girlfriend. In the back of my mind, we like, this ninja out of line. Childish. Stop it. We not doing girlfriends and boyfriends in our 30s and 40s. No, this is my woman, fiance, or wife. Period. Okay? Y'all, I gotta go. I have guests. They arrived on time. So I'm gonna be back later on tonight, all right? I'm gonna see y'all.